Hello students, welcome back to my channel Maths by Poonam Shukla. In this video, we will learn some problems of exercise 3.3. So problem 1 says, in the diagram, side Q and RQ of triangle PQR. Side QP, what is QP? QP and RQ, these two sides of triangle PQR are produced to points S and T respectively. So this is produced to point S and QR produced to point T respectively. If angle SPR, SPR equals to 135 degree, which is given here, and angle PQT equals to 110 degrees. So what we have to find? We have to find the angle PRQ. This angle we have to find, and I am indicating with the different things, so will be easy to understand. This angle we have to find, right? We have to find this angle. So for that, what we could do, if we can find this angle and this angle, right? So we can find this angle by using the theorem. All sum of all internal angles is equals to 180 degree. So first we will go for this or this, anything you can. So first the TQR is a straight line. So we are taking this straight line. According to this, these two angles are a linear pair of angles. So we can write angle PQT plus angle PQR equals to 180 degree. So here we can write linear pair of angles, right? And so what is this? This is here angle PQT is given 110 degree. So this will become angle PQR equals to 180 minus 110, which will become 70 degree. So we got it 70 degree, and I have written here 70 degree for your information, just for your information. You no need to write, or you can write also. So here, and now we are taking line SPQ. So SPQ is a straight line. So according to this, these two angles will be linear pair of angles. So angle SPR plus angle QPR equals to 180 degree. So angle SPR is given 135. So angle QPR will become 180 degree minus 135 degree. So what will we get? We get 45 degree. So angle QR, which angle? QPR we get 45 degree, right? So when, if you have these two angles, so third angle you can find out according to the theorem 1 of sum of angles of a triangle. So theorem 1 says all three angles, sum of these all three internal angles will become 180 degree. So here we are doing it. So angle PQR plus angle QPR plus angle PRQ equals to 180 degree, and here we are putting the values of these two, 70 degree and 45 degree. Now it will become 115 degree, and we are subtracting 115 from 180 degree here. So we get value 65 degree. So this angle will become 65 degree. What we got here. Now question number 2. In the diagram, angle X equals to 62 degree. Where is angle X? This is angle X in the triangle XYZ. Angle XYZ equals to 54 degree. Angle XYZ equals to 54 degree. If YO and ZO are bisectors of angle XYZ and angle XZY, means YO and ZO are the bisector. Bisector means this angle will be divided into two equal parts, right? This is 54 degree. So now this angle is 27 and this angle is also 27 degree. So we got this angle, right? Now go ahead, and this is also bisector. So this will be equal to this, whatever angle we will find out. So here what to do respectively. So angle solution. So we know that what we have to do, find OZY and YOZ. OZY and YOZ. So OZY means this angle we have to find, and YOZ means this angle we have to find. And this is very simple because we have this angle triangle XYZ where two angles we know. So when we know two angles, third angle, it's very easy to find out this angle, right? So here angle XZY. So we will find angle XZY equals to 180 minus 62 plus minus 54. So these two will be 116. So we are subtracting some of these two numbers from 180 to get angle XZY. So XZY equals to 64 degree we get, right? So this whole is 64 degree. So and because it says that OZ or ZO is a bisector. Bisector means separately these two angles will be of 32 degrees, right? So we got the angle YZO, YZOZY or YZO. This will be 32 degree. Here you can write OZY equals to half of angle XZY. So therefore this will be 32 degree. We got it. Similarly, angle OYZ. OYZ is angle equals to 27 degree, right? So in a triangle OYZ, what you get in triangle OYZ? This angle plus this angle plus this angle equals to 180 degree. So these two angles 32 plus 27 will be added and this will be subtracted from 180. So we will get this angle YOZ. So YOZ equals to 180 minus 59. Addition of sum of 32 and 27. This which is 59. So we are subtracting this from 180 and we get 121. So this angle will be 121 degree. Clear? Go for next question. In this diagram, if AB parallel DE, this AB parallel DE and angle BAC equals to 35, angle BAC equals to 35 and angle CDE equals to 53. This angle is 53. So we have to find the angle DCE. We have to find the angle, which angle? DCE. This angle we have to find, right? Okay. So for this, what we will do? We can find this angle. Okay. We can find the angle CED. So now after finding this angle, sum of angle sum property of the triangle will be followed. Theorem 1, right? So here how we will find, because these two are the parallel lines and this AE is the transversal. So angle this equals to angle this. So here what I have written, we know that AE is the transversal since it's AB parallel DE. So here angle BAC and angle AED are alternate interior angles, so will be equal. Equal means angle BAC equals to 35, then angle AED equals to 35. Now we got this angle as 35 degrees. So now we have to add these two angles and we have to subtract from 180, then we will get this angle. So we have to write how we will write this. We can see here. Now consider triangle CDE. In CDE, we are writing angle DCE plus angle CED plus angle CDE equals to 180 degree. We are putting values of these two angles, 35 and 53. So we are getting it, sum of these two angles is 88 and we are subtracting this 88 from 180 and we get this angle as 92 degree. In question 4, in the diagram, if line PQ and RS intersect at point T such that in PQ, line PQ and RS, these lines are intersecting at point T. So what angles we are getting here? Angle PRT. Angle PRT equals to 40 degree, it's given, and angle RPT is 95 given, and TSQ, angle TSQ is 75 given. So we have to find out the angle SQT. SQT means this angle we have to find out. Clear? These two angles are given, and this given in this triangle. This angle is given, and we have to find out the angle this. So what we do here, consider triangle. We will consider this triangle. So in this triangle, these angles are, sum of these angles are 180 degree. So we are substituting the values of RPT and PRT. So what we get? We get PRT and RPT. So we get PTR. This angle we will get, right, from equation 1. So this angle is 45 degree. Same way, you have to subtract sum of these two angles from 180 and we get 45 degree, right? When 45 degree, now we see that when two lines are intersecting, right? So these are the vertically opposite angles. So vertically opposite angles are always equal if two lines are intersecting each other. So this also will be 45 degree according to this, which I have written here in that way, substituting. Okay. So here PTR equals to STQ, vertically opposite angle. So this angle also will be 45 degree, which I have shown here in the diagram. Now in angle STQ, in this angle, you know these two angles, and you have to find out angle SQT. So it's very simple. You have to subtract sum of these two angles from 180 degree, which I have done here, and then we got 60 degree. So this angle will be 60. Now we will come for the question number 5. So here we see the diagram PQ perpendicular PS. So PQ perpendicular PS means this is right angle, and then PQ parallel to SR. PQ parallel to SR. So here some angles are given, which we can see. Angle SQR is 28 degree and angle QRT is 65 degree, and we have to find out the values of X and Y, which is X, this is X, and this is Y. So what we can do, if we will find one angle, another angle we can find easily, because this is given 90 degree, and when we will get this angle, so we can use theorem 1 of angles, some property of a triangle. So here we go. These are the parallel lines. So we can consider QR is a transversal. Clear? When QR is a transversal, so that means this angle PQR will be equal to QRT. So angle X plus 28 will be equals to angle 65. Here we have written here. So X plus angle SQR equals to angle QRT, as alternate interior angles are equal. So X plus 28 equals to 65. The value of X will be 65 minus 28, that we get 37. So this value we got 37, and this is already we know that is 90 degree. So in this angle, in this triangle PQS, what we have to find? Value of Y. So value of Y is 180 minus 90 minus 37, or you can say you have to add these values, right? 90 and 37, and you have to subtract it from 180. By using theorem 1, sum of interior angles is 180. So now we can say PSQ equals plus PQS plus QTS equals to 180 degree. So we can find out the value of PSQ by putting these values in this expression. So while we are putting this value, we get 180 minus 124, and which is 53 degree. So we got 53 degree value of Y. So value of X is 37 and value of Y is 53 degree. We go for question number 6. So here in the diagram, the side QR of QR of the triangle PQR. Okay, because QR is a common side in both the triangles PQR and QRT. So here it is explained, it is said that side QR of triangle PQR is produced to a point S. This is produced to a point S if if the bisectors of PQR and PRS meets at point T. So now we have drawn two bisectors. We didn't have drawn. It is given. These are the bisectors. This is given in the question. QT and QR the bisectors, and they are meeting at which point T. So they are making an angle and a triangle QRT. So we have to prove that QTR equals to half of QPR. QTR equals to half of QPR. Means this angle will be half of this. We have to prove that, right? So let's see what we do. First, we will consider the angle PQR. So in PQR, angle PRS is the exterior angle. So see, we have extended here, one extended line is here, and we have already proved theorem 2 that this angle, exterior angle, means this and this, till here to here. This exterior angle will be equal to the sum of this and this angle, right? But here we see what we have done. PRS is the exterior angle and QPR and PQR are the interior angle. QPR and PQR are the interior angle, and which is exterior? PRS. So that I am telling. Okay, let me change the ink again. I'll do that just to make it more clear. So this angle is exterior angle, and these two are the interior angle, opposite interior angle, which will be sum of which these two angles will be equal to this angle, right? Which we have learned already in theorem 2. So I have written here P. So here after simplifying this expression, you get PRS minus PQR equals to QPR. QPR. So we got this plus this minus this. Okay. Now consider the triangle QRT. QRT. We are considering the triangle QRT. So here we get the values. Here we get another expression which is this one, which is angle this will be equal to the sum of angle this and this, right? So here we have written angle TRS. Angle TRS equals to the sum of, means addition, angle TQR plus angle QTR. Right? So QTR equals to what we found, the QTR value of QTR equals to this minus this. We have written it here. We know that QT and RS bisectors. QT and RS are bisectors. So when it is, these are bisectors. So of angle these two, this angle and this angle. So here what we get, PRS equals to 2TRS. PRS equals to what we can write, 2TRS. This equals to this angle. So because this is bisector line, so this angle will be 2 times either this or this. So we are writing TRS. PRS equals to twice TRS, which we have written here. That means, okay, and PQR equals to this. PQR equals to twice TQR. Clear? That we have written here. So now PQR equals to and QT. So this, in this expression, PQR and TQR, this. If we are writing the values of these two from here, right? So we can write half of QTR equals to half of PRS minus half of PQR. Clear? So half will be common. So PRS minus PQR. PRS minus PQR is QPR here from equation 1. So we have put the value from equation 1. So we will get QTR equals to half of QPR. When you will solve it in your notebook, then you will find out, because this is very simple. Everything is given here. You know everything. What the properties are, only 2 properties are there, and second property is used, right? Second theorem is used here, sum of angle sum property. theorem 2, it is used here, and so we get this angle QTR equals to half of angle QPR. So hence proof.